Okay, so we're going to finish the 12-3 notes. We're going to find the surface area of cones now. So it's very similar to pyramids. Again, they both have one base. The difference is with cones, the base is going to be round, similar to like a prism and a cylinder. So we're going to flip over to this side. Our formula is pi RL. If you remember from the other day's notes, L is your slanted height right here. And then your surface area is pi r squared plus that pi RL. So your surface area is just the base, pi r squared, plus the surrounding lateral surface area. So let's take a look at our first one. So we have to figure out what R and L are before we can fill in your lateral and your surface area. So my radius is right here. My radius is going to be 6. And my slanted height is going to be this side, this diagonal here, which if you notice, we don't have that. So I'm going to look at this as a right triangle. And in order to find L, I'm going to do the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals L squared. This is my L. So I have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals my slanted height squared. So 36 and 64, they add to 100. And the square root of 100 is 10. So my slanted height is going to be 10. So now I am ready to do my lateral and surface area. So lateral is going to be pi RL and just plug it right into a calculator. Pi times 6 times 10, or pi times 60. And you get about 188.5. My units is meters. And then for my surface area, I'm going to do pi 6 squared and then add that 188.5. And you should get about 301.6. meters squared. So similar to cylinders, these ones are not as difficult. Let's flip to the back. We're gonna make them a little harder here. So this first one, it tells me that my radius is 4. So in order to find my slanted height, I can't do Pythagorean theorem, but it is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So if you remember from 45, 45, 90 triangles, across from the 45s are both x. We actually don't need this x because we don't need to know the height. And across from the 90 is x square root of 2. So if my x is that 4, my slanted height is going to be 4, because it's x, root 2. Guys, remember those 45, 45, 90 triangles? The next one's going to be a 30, 60, 90. So again, my I have all my information. My lateral surface area is going to be pi r L, which is about 71.1. And my units is inches. And then my surface area is pi r squared plus that 71.1, which is about 121.4. And last one, again, I'm given my radius. My radius is 5, but I don't know my slanted height. So if I redraw this, is a 30, 60, 90. If you remember, across from the 30 is x. Across from the 90 is 2x. Across from the 60 would be x root 3, but you don't need to know that. Ooh, I was writing 5. I was writing 6. So if x is 5, 2 times x would be 2 times 5, or 10. And if you don't have those notes from Chapter 8 home with you, you can certainly look them up online. So my lateral surface area is pi r L. Pi times 50 is 157.1. It's feet squared. And my surface area is pi r squared plus that 157.1, which is about 235.6. We are all done.